Today we will be learning how to use a MELTEMP system. Finding the melting point of a substance while doing lab is important in order to determine its purity. The purer your substance is, the smaller range it has for melting and the closer it will be to the expected melting point. First, you have to obtain your desired substance and place it onto a watch glass. Be sure it is ground up into small pieces so you can easily put it into the small glass melting point tube. These tubes have an open side and a closed side. In order to get your substance into the tube, press the open side of the tube to the substance. Once some of the crystal or powder is on top, as seen here, rapidly hit the bottom end of the tube against the countertop until the solid reaches the bottom of the tube. We want to get a good amount of our substance to the bottom of the tube in order to clearly see it in the MELTEMP. Be sure your MELTEMP is on. Once you have your substance at the bottom of the tube, place the glass tube into one of these 3 lit up holes in the MELTEMP. It does not matter which hole you put the tube in. You want to also make sure your thermometer is in the large cylinder right here. And when you start, the starting temperature should read about 20 degrees Celsius. 20 degrees Celsius is about the average temperature of a room. On the side, you will see a graph that shows which power level corresponds to which temperature according to time. You can use this graph to set an accurate power level and temperature range for your substance. Based on that knowledge, you can look at the graph and to turn the knob on the side here to an appropriate setting for your substance. After you have set the appropriate power level, you can watch your sample melt through the eyepiece. You can tell it is beginning to melt when the substance starts to glisten as shift as shown here. Once your sample is melted, as shown here, look up to the thermometer, and wherever the line is in line, whichever line is in line with the liquid right here, that will be your melting point. So ours today looks about to be 139. Once you are finished with your sample, you want to take out the glass rod, turn off the MELTEMP, and dispose of your glass rod with your sample still in it into the glass disposal waste in the corner of the room.